Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Oshi no Ko Season 1, Episode 9. So, last episode we have finished the dating reality show, or the reality dating show, and some of the couples are doing it professionally, some might be doing it in secret, like Yuki and Nobu. They didn't go through with it on camera, but then they did after, so I don't know if that's public knowledge or not, but yeah, we have Aqua asking Mem if she wants to be an idol because that was her dream that she kind of gave up on. So that was like a really cool moment where she seemed to get really excited, but it's still possible for her to say no because, just because she got excited about it, the idea doesn't mean that she thinks it's the best fit for her career at this point. So we'll see. But But yeah, we also have the whole in roughly a week or whatever, they're gonna have sushi with that director guy, and he's going to give some info on Ai's past relationships and guys she liked and stuff like that. So Aqua might get a huge lead here very shortly, and he's keeping Akane in his back pocket because she seems to really have a good grasp on Ai from her studies. So it seems like he might want to use that in the future if he needs to. So, yeah, let's watch this episode and see what happens this time. We're going to get started here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. I've been watching ahead, so it's only been a few days since I watched episode 8. I want a little bit of time off, but now I also have family in the house that are sick. So, ugh, I might get sick. So I might be recording ahead to have some time off, and it might not be such fun if I get sick. Dun, dun, dun. But I am looking forward to more Oshi no Ko. I want to see what Mem will say, because it seemed like a positive reaction, but as I said, oh, I miss you, Ai. So mean to have her in the opening. Very powerful, though. Okay. He just keeps finding people. So she came. That's a good amount of subscribers. A lot. Damn. Farm. Nice. Makes sense. Pieon. Ah. What you got, girl? Ah. In the show it said she was 18, right? No, I want to know! What? Big time. How old is she? Your claimed age is 18. Stop counting. She had at least 4 fingers. Oh my god! Yeah. 24. It's funny, I was saying that she, like, seemed the most, like, mature-ish in the way she handled herself last episode. Oh. I wondered if she had a different hair color, because you can kind of see the natural hair color coming in a little bit there. Her eye color is different too, so contacts, I assume? Oh. Oh. Damn. Oh. Jeez. Got past the point of no return. Oh, I didn't even know you were here, Aqua. I mean, fuck, Ruby. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Hey, they're twins, it's okay, right? Jeez. That's crazy. Yeah, let's go. Sweet. Glossing over things again. That face. Cool. How many members do you need? They've got 3 now. Probably like at least 5. Usually there's like the one up front and then the 2 behind or something. Or maybe 3's enough. Officially formed. By the way, when I said that usually there's like 1 up front and 2 behind, that was just like, I don't know why I thought that. That was an assumption I made with no real evidence. What? Hmm. Oh. For real. She's actually funny. I like how they were more shocked than laughing. I hate that idea. Oh, shit. They're all just watching and waiting. Hmm. 10,000, damn. Yeah, that makes sense. Hell, I'm surprised they didn't get more by her advertising with her 360,000. I mean, almost a million if you combine TikTok and YouTube. Or it might have been a million. There might be some overlap between those two, though, so. No, they're just gonna use her songs? It was all part of Strawberry Productions, so they probably have the copyright. Self burn. Dance time. I heart idol. Damn, that's a lot to learn. Baking soda. Why did you have to start this as baking soda? Because Aqua pushed you into it. Yep. Oh, gee. Why did I? No. She doesn't know it's fake. Nope. Ninja vanish. I mean, he was already walking down the hallway. She just was in her head too much. I mean, she thinks he's in a relationship. She's trying to. I mean, she's angry and she's trying to keep a bit of a distance. Oh, we're here already. Hmm. Hopelessly so. Yeah. Damn. The hell of a way to put it. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Hmm. Damn. Sheesh. Didn't he already do the job to get this info? Wasn't that already the favor? I guess he's asking for another one. Oh, he's in the loop. I mean, it makes sense. Oh, a festival. Damn. I like Kana's outfit. Of course she's gonna want to. Taiyaki! Pretty big opportunity. But you don't want to flop it either. I'm looking forward to seeing Ruby's first performance. I wonder if she'll kind of rope people in like I was able to. Or if it's going to take some time for her to get into that role. Oh, I mean, yeah, see, girl in front and then the two behind on either side. I did have some kind of basis for my thoughts, I guess. Of course she wants to do it. It makes sense that all of them would want to do it, though. Oh no. Superman! Peter Pan! Oh. Hmm. Oh. She's so hard on herself. Hmm. She tried like modeling and stuff. Oh no. Poor Kana, you're so hard on yourself. No. Yeah. Well, you're bringing up the problem, or part of the problem. Instantly. No. Are neither of them that great singers? Okay. Dancing practice, singing practice. Oh no. Oh no, is she gonna walk in as they're singing that? Oh no. Is it in there? Oh, interesting. Is she gonna be good? Has she got a little... Doesn't sound too bad to me. But I'm a very bad judge of songs. Is she gonna end up being the front? Kana? I mean, I think it sounds good. Hmm. She said she tried her hand at a bunch of different areas. Yeah. Oh, 97 points. She was there on her own. Damn, Kana. Alright. That was a good episode. Some I really feel bad for Kana because we had that one shot of her in her apartment or wherever it is that she lives with like a bunch of trash everywhere, like kind of signs of, you know, maybe a bit of depression with not cleaning up and taking care of yourself as much. And seems like things might have been getting a little better when she ran into Aqua and everything, but now she might be slipping back into that sort of state. I mean, there's only so much we know of her past to really know, but you know, she put a lot into her infatuation with Aqua, but with finding out that he's dating Akane to what she believes anyway. But I also don't like, even if he wasn't dating Akane. I mean, even though he isn't dating Akane, I don't know that Aqua feels that way about Kana. I haven't really felt that too much. Granted, we haven't seen him really care about anyone but I, so. Alright. That is it, guys, for episode 9. So, uh, once again, kind of like a big focus. I mean, we had some focus on Mem, too. In the beginning, we learned that she was brought to Mayako, Strawberry Productions, and found out that she's been, like, so she's not even. I already thought she was like, oh, she's 18. I can tell that she's like a little older. I had no idea that she was older than that. But I had just talked last episode about how I could kind of feel that she was older than the other two, especially with like, I don't know, maybe it was the outfit or something she had on in the last episode when she was asked. There was just something about the way she looked there. I mean, maybe it does have to do with a little bit of her like bone structure and stuff, kind of like what Mayako said. But sometimes that's even hard to tell in anime. So, but she's 24 years old. I would have never guessed she's that old. But which I guess I can understand why she tricked everyone into thinking she's. So she was 22 when she was pretending to be 16, right? Because she said like 2 years had passed. She started as a high schooler, and then 2 years had passed, and and then like her stage age was 18, right? So that means she must have been pretending to be 16 when she was 22. Damn, props. I couldn't have done that. I'm pretty sure I've been carded. Like, I don't buy a lot of alcohol, but the times that I have, I think I've been carded like once. Mainly because by by the time I was like 17, I was able to grow like a full beard, you know? So it's one of those things where I like and for like around that time I did grow my beard out from like probably from 18 on. I changed it up a bit. I'd shaved down to like a goatee like smaller than even this one. Like I this is my first time since I did this look to have it this long, but I've had like a smaller goatee and things like that before. I've tried to keep it like shorter, and I've tried a bunch of different things, but a lot of the time, like I spent a long time with the big beard that I had. If you look at some of my older videos, some of my older reactions, you'll see what I had for a while, and because of that, was like never carded. So either way, regardless, um, I definitely would not be. Maybe if I full shaved, not now, because like there's not a lot of younger kids that are balding. Back when I had like I had pretty thick hair when I was younger, and then just all of a sudden it decided to go bye bye for the most part. It still comes in pretty thick on like the back and the sides, but the top has thinned out a lot, which is why I just shave now. So that wouldn't work. If I still had that thick of hair and then I like completely shaved everything, I do look pretty young, but I think I'm past the point of being mistaken for being under 21 at this point. So, um, really, the only time I'd get carded is by they say you're supposed to card no matter what, right? So, so yeah, that's probably people that follow that rule would probably be the only reason I get carded these days. But anyway, back to the show. We had kind of some backstory for Mem with her mom getting sick while she was practicing being an idol. She had to drop out of high school in order, which that's really sad that she felt. I mean, I don't know if her family forced. I don't imagine her family forced it on her. It seemed like it was her choice. But she dropped out of high school to work jobs to then put her brothers through college. Is that what she said? So it seems like her brothers might be older, and she dropped out of school to help them. You know, usually it'd be the other way, where like the brothers would drop out of college in order to help support her and what she wants to do. But no, I guess that's the way it went. So kind of a sad story. And I don't even know. Maybe at this point I wonder if she, because she had like this successful YouTube and TikTok career, I wonder if she's even bothered to finish high school or not at this point. But I mean, I guess by the time you're 24 and like she has like a successful gig, like hell, I mean, I feel like if you spend your I don't know how much people at that level make of like YouTubers with 364,000 subscribers. I'm so far from that, I have no clue. Um but I do wonder if you're smart with your money, could you manage to uh save up enough to just like retire? Because obviously there's a point, like I'm not sure what her YouTube and TikTok is like. I don't want to stereotype, but sometimes, I mean, she did start her channel on the premise of her being young, right? And unfortunately, like it said in the show, like we're only looking for people between the ages of 12 and 20, you know? It's like eventually she is, unless her content is that good and it's not just about her being a cute girl, you know? But if most of her content stems on her being a cute girl and people like watching that, then eventually people aren't, you know, they're going to move on to the next, like the younger model, right? So like it's not it might not be a viable career option for long term, but you make enough money up front, you save it and retire early, right? Like you can, I'm pretty sure with like, and I think TikTok has some ad revenue now, so she's probably making I know it's all fake, but it's just a show. But if it were real, she'd be making some money from that now too. So between the two, I feel like she'd be probably making a pretty good amount of money, which she'd probably be able to retire early and not have to worry about like having a education and be able to like need to like struggle to get a job afterwards or whatnot, right? That's my main point, is like, would she have to struggle to get a job if she never graduated high school and never went to college, you know, stuff like that. But assuming she's doing well enough and is good with her money, she probably could potentially save up enough. But who knows? I could be wrong about that. While we're talking about lines from the show too, between like the 12 and 20 thing, that was kind of rough to hear. There are a couple others. One is how like girls feel like they can't be funny, or at least on like TV or whatnot, because it could affect, well, they even said like, well, yeah, I guess maybe it was because like part of what they talk about in this show is girls being attractive on TV to attract, you know, the crowds and everything. They have to be appealing, and apparently being funny doesn't make them appealing to some guys because they see it as a threat. That whole idea that the guys are just like, you know, if you're funny, you can get a chick, you know, and stuff like that. Where like, oh, but if she's more funny than I am, then how am I supposed to get that to work? Like, that's such a dumb mentality. I don't know. I've never been a fan of like these little tricks to try to get people to like you, you know? I just I don't like that shit. So like hearing that was just like, oh man, the idea that like these girls think they can't be funny on the camera because guys aren't going to be into that. And unfortunately, it's probably true. But me personally, I hate that, and that would not be a deal breaker for me. Hell, look at like people like Aubrey Plaza. Like, that role she puts on is hilarious, and I love her. You know, not in that way. but she is one of my more favorite actresses and stuff like that. I talked about that in, I think, was it the last episode I talked about that, and Keanu Reeves being awesome too, just because they seem like really cool people in the bits I've seen in like not as like professional settings and stuff. Like I watched a once again, I said with Aubrey Plaza in the last episode that I talked about this on, the she could be putting on those acts even in the small videos too. But I watched like a little like ASMR video that she did, and even that was just kind of like funny and endearing to either that character she puts on, or maybe that's just how she is. So I don't know enough, but yeah. Anyway, and then the other line I really liked was the charisma one from, was that the producer or the director or whoever he was? I apologize for not really knowing. I didn't really pay attention enough. But saying with the, what was it, with the, an appealing lie and, damn, now I can't remember. It was like an appealing lie and something else creates the charisma that people enjoy. Damn, can I, how hard would it be to find that line? It would have been while they were at the oh boy, while they were eating the sushi, right? When appealing lies come from an appealing source, that's what it was. There we go. I found it. When appealing lies come from an appealing source, that creates the charisma that draws people in. That's like, it's such a telling line, you know? But yeah, I don't really have much more to say about that. I just wanted to acknowledge that like it was really you know, there's some stuff that they say in this show that just kind of hits me like a damn freight train, you know, and that kind of felt like one of them. But and then as for Kana, I know I talked a little bit about it already, but she's really hard on herself, and like I said, it might stem from some depression-y sort of stuff, but you know, she talked this episode about how she tried her hands at a lot of different fields and never really created a fan base, and you know, but I will say what one of the things that might be the most endearing thing to Kana's character is the fact that, you know, if she's saying that no one really cares for the cynical, troublesome girl, right? But that means she's putting herself out there, right? Like, she's not one of the people that are coming up with these appealing lies. Like, because I feel like she's plenty attractive enough, even though she kind of beats herself up. Like, I feel like she's plenty attractive enough if she were to put on that fake persona that is like the recipe to success in this industry that people keep talking about and all that. She probably would be popular, but she seems to keep it real, and she's more herself than seemingly potentially anyone else in the show, right? Like, we have Mem hiding her age. Ruby is trying to be herself, but she isn't really in the industry yet, right? Like, this is going to be one of the first things she does, so I don't fully count her. I mean, they spent a lot of time this episode addressing how Frill is different from her roles on TV or whatever it is she's a part of. I can't. They said what she was a part of, but I can't remember. But her roles are much different than how she is in person. She's very funny and quirky and everything. So it's like all these people are putting on that act that people want to see, but it seems like Kana might. I mean, I'm sure some of Kana is an act that she puts out there to the public, but it seems like more of it is the truth than for a lot of other of these actors and actresses and stuff like that. So I gotta give her props to that. Like, sure, it might not be the recipe to success, but at least you're not faking it, you know? Faking it to make it. But yeah, I really felt bad for this episode, and it does stink. Like, I want to learn more about Kana because it's not my favorite trope in a show when a girl just her emotions are basically the state of how the guy is treating her that she likes. It kind of makes the character feel a little shallow, even though I know there's more to Kana. I just want to learn even more about Kana, right? Because, like I said, if it's gonna be where she's happy and positive when Aqua's nice to her and maybe getting closer to her, and then she's sad and depressed whenever Aqua's like might be showing interest in someone else and not like into her as much. That's not as compelling of a story. But I know there's more there because we saw what she was like before she even met up with Aqua again, and so I want to get into that mental state and kind of learn a little more about what drove her to be in that messy apartment and stuff like that. So yeah. Other than that, we had the sushi meeting. I know I already talked about one of the lines from it, but where he says that he feels like I fell in love when after she was introduced to the La 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 theater, or La La Lee, however you're supposed to say it. So did she meet the person there, or is the love that he thought he saw not for a person, but maybe that it seems like that might have been one of her earlier roles, maybe. So maybe that's when she really fell in love with the job she was doing. Like, I don't think she was an idol at that point, because by the time she was an idol, I feel like she was putting on that crazy, like, persona, right? But this seemed to be maybe beforehand when she was just doing some small gigs and stuff before she got picked up by Strawberry Productions and everything. And something like lit that spark under her, and I don't know if it was a person. Like, he thinks it was a person, but I'm kind of thinking it was more along the lines of her finding her love for theater, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is a person, So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I think that's going to be it from me. I'm looking forward to seeing more. We have this festival coming up that it seems like they're going to join. We have the decision of who's going to be the front girl, which apparently Kana seems to be one of the best choices. I mean, decently attractive. She's a good singer. It seems like she has a lot of the things. I think the only thing they said that made it so she wasn't good was her singing from when she was young, but it seems like she got better with her little small music career that maybe never really took off. But I thought it was pretty good, so I wonder why it never really took off. I don't know. And then we had her sitting in the karaoke booth alone, getting like a 97, and I think they got like a 40 something, if I remember correctly what I saw on TV. So I wonder if Kana's gonna lead be in the front of the group. I genuinely thought, like, my first thought was, oh, it's gonna be Ruby. She's like one of our two like, Aqua's our main protagonist, but she's like right behind Aqua in protagonist power. So I was like, and she has kind of that persona. She's trying to be that persona. So, like, I don't know. I felt like it clearly was going to be Ruby, but I'm starting to think the show might be hinting that no, it might not be Ruby. So we'll see. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys. That's going to be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see 2 more episodes. The early access tier on there will get you those, and for early access for a bunch of my other shows as well that I do. And then there's the Patreon show tier if you want even more. There's shows that I haven't even released yet, like Freerun and Solo Leveling, if you want more content there. And for live action, there is the rest of Last of Us, there's Watchmen, and there's The Expanse, which I'm in the process of watching. I just finished season 2. So check all that out if you're interested in more content from me. Link is in the description below, should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.